Okay. Let me check. Sometimes when you're waiting, time passes by so 2 more minutes and we start. Does anybody wants to share something with us before we start?
Can I say something? I
Absolutely.
hope that Simona already told you that I'm going to present the part that that was.
Yes, Milena.
Yes,
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
I was hoping to get some of the participants.
Feel free to open this session with any questions.
Absolutely.
Yes, I know that more of the participants are maybe second or third time with us, so feel free to join and to ask something, even if you want to write the question.
So maybe I'll start now. We have organized it is a third webinar in a row. We have organized this as a series of introduction basically as an introduction platform to the topic of cybersecurity. All the time we are tackling different topics, so this time we'll have some completely prepared something else so that we bring cybersecurity closer to you, closer to heart, but also to answer any points and questions future wise. What does it mean? What does it mean actually for you? We do have some slides just to be ready and prepared, but but we also have some practical. But this session is also more or less designed, and in this case it's nice that we are small amount of people to make it more personal and to be able to talk. So we do hope that questions are allowed at any point in time. Well, first of all, you see that my name is Angelina. Nice to meet you. I work for APS, where my colleagues Simona and Milena, they're working for CEMOS. But questions I will introduce Juan in a second. Some of you already know him. But please ask us any questions. It's not classical, like we have to go through the slides. We have to go through the questions and answer, and then we will basically, we don't have to go through everything so that your questions are asked. With that, Simona, anything to say from your side? Or Milena, I think we go to it. Juan is the trainer.
Yes.
Yes, Milena?
I just want to say hello to everyone, and we are glad that you are participating today with this webinar to hear more about this topic. Simona and I want to welcome you from the CEMOS Education company that will here on the trade like around 29 years. So we will be included in this education, but I will let Juan to start his session.
Thank you. Juan, let's crack.
All right, let's start. So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Juan Babi, and I am going to be the lead instructor for the course. A little bit about me. I am talking to you from Central America. I live here in Central America. I was raised in Israel, and in Israel, I learned cybersecurity and hacking while I was in the military. So I'll bring this experience of how we should protect a network, what are the security controls that needs to be in place when we want to secure a network. I have experience in the field for more than 25 years. I have also university degrees from University of Jerusalem in Israel in cybersecurity and in encryption. The idea of the session we have today is to have an open session to answer your questions and your doubts. And if you want to ask about the cybersecurity field, go ahead and ask me. You don't need to wait for the end of the session to ask questions. Just open the microphone and feel comfortable to ask. Cybersecurity in the last years became really critical for companies to have secure network because many companies after a security breach, they just collapse. The statistics says that for every 3 companies that they get hacked, one collapse entirely and go out of business. So companies in the last years, they understand that in order to survive as a business, they need to protect and secure their network. There is where we come in. This is our task. And this is what you're going to learn in this course. How to uh, have a diagnostics of the current state of the security of a network and how to improve their security, what they need to do in order to have better security. So what we are going to focus a lot in this course is how we check the current security and how it needs to be improved. That's our main goal in the course. The course is a hands-on course, meaning that it's not theoretical, it's not a university course, it's practical. We understand that in order for you to understand in depth a concept, you need to do practical work. So all of this course is followed with labs, practical labs with virtual machines. I'll show you, I'll give you a demonstration soon, how actually we launch an attack. I'll show you. So in this course, you are going to learn what are the security controls that we need to consider in order to improve the security of a network. What are the how the network should look like in order to be able to detect when a hacker is breaking into the network. What are the security controls that we will implement in a standard network, and what are the security controls that we want to improve, that we want to implement in a network that needs to have more restrict security. It all will be hands-on course. I myself, I learn a new topic just by practicing it. So this is what we are going to do in the course. My friends, there is a lot of um, open positions in the cybersecurity world. You can Google it and you can see how many employees are missing in this industry. I read recently an article saying that there are missing more than 4 million people in this industry. So it's important to understand that this profession is in a high demand. It's in a high demand, and because it's in a high demand, the salaries are high, the conditions to get a job are more flexible. And what I mean by saying flexible is that in cybersecurity, there is room for everyone. There are people that they prefer to work from their home. I have many friends that they want to work from home. They don't want to commute in the morning to the office. So many of them, they're working from home. So in this industry, you can work on site, or you can work from home. You can also work for companies in other countries. I have friends here in Latin America that are working as consultants for banks in Saudi Arabia. Okay? They do everything remotely. So this is an advantage. In cybersecurity, there is space for everyone, for people that they want to work from home, people that they want to go to the office. There are also companies that they will hire you if you show that you know cybersecurity, and they don't care if you even finished high school. Okay? Because again, because there is a high demand. This is an industry that it's missing employees. So companies, they run after people that they know cybersecurity. This is a fact. Okay? I think that this is the only industry in the world that actually it's missing a lot of people working in the industry. I myself, I like cybersecurity. Cybersecurity, it's a passion. It's a passion. You'll see how interesting it is. When I go to a client, I don't feel I'm working. I feel I'm going to a challenge where I need to protect an asset. I need to protect a network from the bad guys. And that's what I like about cybersecurity, is that it's challenging work in a dynamic environment. When I say dynamic environment, it means that this is an environment where always there are new attacks, and our task is to protect a network. We need to continue learning, and we need to make sure that we stay on track with new threats, and we always need to know what the hackers are doing. In this course, we are going to uh, look at the point of view of a consultant that needs to protect an environment. And also, we are going to look at the point of view of the attacker. Why? Why we learn both points of views? Because our philosophy, we believe that in order to protect a network, you need to understand also from what you need to protect. Yes. What are the tools that the hacker is using in order to break into the network? If you understand the mindset of the hacker, you can really understand how to secure a network. Right? So this is our mindset. And this is why in both courses, you are going to learn both points of view, how to defend the network, how to implement security controls, and also how the hacker, what are the tools that he's using in order to break into the network. So if we look at the program for the course, we are going to learn, I'll give you some examples of what we are going to learn, because this, it's a little bit blurry for you. Maybe you don't understand exactly what is risk management. So I want to explain a little bit every topic. So in network security basics, we are going to learn about security terminology. Okay? We are going to understand, for example, what is a threat, what is a countermeasure, okay? What is, for example, the CIA triad. CIA triad is confidentiality, integrity, and availability, what it means, every one of those concepts, what it means, for example, that our information needs to be available, how we make sure that the servers are available and the data is available all the time. We are going to talk also about risk management. What is risk management? Risk management is a study where we analyze different threats to a specific environment and how we reduce the risk. And how we reduce the risk. And our goal as consultant is to help our client to eliminate the risk. Okay, so we're going to talk also in risk management. Very important to understand those concepts of risks. In the end of the day, my friends, what we are doing as consultants, we try to reduce the risk of the network being compromised. Later, we are going to, in secure network design, this is a topic that I love because I'm going to show you, we are going to see how we design from zero, how we design a network, how we segment a network, different segments that we need to include, for example, the DMZ segment. DMZ stands for demilitarized zone. In cybersecurity, DMZ segment is where we locate all servers that users from the internet, they need to access those servers. We locate those servers in an isolated segment. It's called DMZ. Why we want to isolate those servers in a specific segment? Because if this server gets hacked, so the hacker is contained in one special segment and he doesn't cause any threat to our internal servers where the company have all the company's secrets. So we isolate all the servers that users from the internet they need to access in an isolated segment that is called the DMZ. If one of those servers they get hacked, the hacker will be isolated in one segment and he won't cause any threat to the internal server. Okay? So this is all related to the design of a secure network. Then we are going to learn incident response. Lately, in the last years, many companies, they are they get a ransomware attack. Ransomware attack, this is today, ransomware attack, it's today the biggest headache for security experts, how to mitigate ransomware attacks. And a ransomware attack is an attack where a hacker is encrypting the files in a server and he's asking for money, for ransom. He's asking for money from the company in order to help the company to decrypt the files. Yesterday morning, I got a phone call from a client here in Costa Rica, a bank, that the hacker launched a ransomware attack on the bank servers, and the hacker is asking for $25 million for releasing those files. And so today, this is the biggest headache for many companies. So in the incident response, in this portion of the course, I am going to show you how we prepare the company to different incidents. The idea is for every incident, there is a procedure to follow in order to recover the network and go back to business as soon as possible. And this is all related to incident response. And then, of course, in the end of the course, we are going to see all the point of view of the hacker. I'm going to show you ethical hacking. I'm going to show you how we use Kali Linux. Kali Linux is a tool. I'm going to show you in a couple of minutes how we launch an attack. Ethical hacking, we are going to actually, for a lot of you, this is going to be the most interesting part of the course because you'll see there are a lot of action where how we launch an attacks, how we get control over servers, how we hack servers, how we hack the entire network. Okay, and it's all going to be hands-on work. When you will have virtual machines, you will have access to Kali Linux, and I'm going to show you all the process of the attack life cycle. Very interesting. I'll show you how to scan for servers, how to discover open ports, and how to launch an attack and get full control over the assets, over the servers. All right. Questions till now?
Exactly. It's a good point to see if we have any questions.
I have a question, if I can.
Of course.
My name is Antonino. Is the third webinar that I follow, and I'm very interested to take the course, to take even the academy. My question is, on the internet, there is so many resources, so many information about certification with the different prices, different promises that they can give you, can give you in the end a job. My question is, what is CMOS APT this course can give plus to us student with your certificate to achieve our goal to get a job and to be prepared to the market and to the real environment jobs.
Yes, it's
It's a question for everybody. It's not just for you, Juan, or even for the other.
Yes, that's actually a very good question. We teach you in this course, we prepare the course. Our goal in this course is to prepare you for the market, okay, for searching and finding a cybersecurity position. This is a different from a university degree, where in the university degree you learn a lot of theoretical information. Our mindset, and because myself, I own a cybersecurity consulting company, I know exactly what I'm looking for from candidates that they work for me. I'm looking for practical knowledge and not theoretical knowledge. So the idea is that when you finish the course, you will have certifications under your belt, and with the knowledge that you will gain in this course plus the certifications, the idea is that you will find work as soon as possible. This is our goal. Okay, our goal is to teach you practical knowledge that you will be easier for you to find job. Also, as part of the course, you will have an advisor along the way that will follow all of you during the course, and by the end of the course also we're going to give you some practical tips how to improve your LinkedIn profile and how to organize also your curriculum. This is going to be part of the course. Our main goal in this course is to prepare you to find a job as soon as possible. So this is why this is practical course and not theoretical course, because the employers, they are looking for people with practical knowledge and not theoretical knowledge.
That's true. That's true. And one of the employers, for example, potential employers is also Agile Pro Solutions. Simona, would you like to add something?
Yes, I would like, yes, Juan answered really good. I agree with him on that. I would just like to add regarding the certifications, since this is also a certified program, it includes certified trainings within it. So all of the participants will receive a voucher to take the Certified Network Defender. There is a worldwide known certification. So all of the students can take it, and if they pass, they will have certified proof of their knowledge. This is an official certificate. Juan can also say something about EC Council as a vendor, and it's well known in all of the companies worldwide.
Yes, it's we know that some employers, especially the big ones, they are looking for candidates with certifications. So in order to have better chance to get an interview, we give you the opportunity to get certified as part of the course. So to get to an interview in big companies, many times those companies, they filter people out without certifications. So when you finish the course, you will get an external certifications, the certified network defender, and also you will get a diploma from APS and CMOS. This is an internal diploma that you completed the course. The being certified, it's not a mandatory requirement for some businesses, some companies, but especially the big ones. They want their employees in the cybersecurity department to have at least one certification. So that's why, as part of this program, we offer you the opportunity to get also an external certification. All right.
I have one question.
Yes, please.
Tell me, is it hard to learn cybersecurity? I mean, what prior knowledge is required to learn?
That's a good question. This course, we built the course for people with zero knowledge. We start from the beginning, zero knowledge in IT and in cybersecurity. This course is for total beginners. We are going to start by explaining basic networking terms. What is an IP address? What is a port? What is a router? What is a network even? So this course is for totally people that they have zero knowledge. Now, the idea of teaching you cybersecurity, you'll see that it's not complicated. A lot of people, they are afraid of cybersecurity. They think that in cybersecurity, we just sit all the day and we program and we need to know mathematics. This is totally not true. Most of people working in cybersecurity, they don't know even how to write one single line of code. Okay, so you'll see in this course how easy it is to work in cybersecurity. I'm going to show you also in the course what it actually means, cybersecurity, because in cybersecurity, we have different job positions, different areas of expertise. For example, one area of expertise is becoming an ethical hacker. Okay, the ethical hacker tries to hack a network and show the client the vulnerabilities that they have in the network, so the client will be able to fix the vulnerabilities. This is the role of the ethical hacker. Another role in cybersecurity is to be the consultant. Consultant arrives to a network, checks the level of security they have, and it generates a report how they should improve the security. Another role in cybersecurity, for example, is the forensics specialist. The forensic specialist, he is the expert that a company they bring in when they got hacked, and this forensics specialist needs to analyze the network and understand how the hacker was able to get in the network and what information he was able to steal from the network. That's the role of the forensics analyst or specialist, to understand exactly what the hacker was doing in the network. Another profession in cybersecurity is, for example, the SOC analyst. Okay, SOC analyst. The SOC is the department where they monitor the entire network, and the SOC analyst, this is the person that is sitting in front of the monitors and sees when the hacker breaks in, and he needs to respond to this attack and try to block the hacker in real time. This is the SOC analyst. This is another role in cybersecurity. In cybersecurity, there's so many roles, and as part of the course, I'm going to present to you what is cybersecurity and also the different roles that you can choose in the future. Okay? Because cybersecurity is a very wide term. Okay, cybersecurity is like saying I work in the health industry. Okay, you work in the health industry. Is what? Are you a nurse? Are you a doctor? Are you a general doctor? Or are you a brain doctor? Are you working in a lab? Okay, it's all goes under the health industry. Okay, so this is the same goes for cybersecurity. Cybersecurity, it's not only one role, it's many roles. I'm going to present to you the menu of roles that there are in cybersecurity. And during the course, you will have a feeling what draws you more attention. Okay, there are sub areas of expertise in cybersecurity, and I'm going to present to you all of those roles that you can take in cybersecurity. More questions? Angelina, what you think? I'll do the
I
demo.
think we do the demo and then we take questions. I'm sure there will be more after this.
All right.
Let's
So for this session that we have today, I prepared a very interesting demo where I actually launch an attack. So let me show you the environment I have here. I have here in my computer, I have two virtual machines that I turned on. This is the Kali Linux. Kali Linux, it's a platform that we are going to study in depth in the course. The Kali Linux is the attacking platform. So I have Kali Linux here. From here, we're going to launch the attack, and we are going to launch the attack on this Windows 7. This Windows 7 is our victim machine. They're both installed in my computer. So we will take full control over this Windows 7. In the course, I'm going to show you how we hack different operation systems, not only Windows 7. Just for the sake of the simplicity of the demo, I chose the Windows 7. So if we go to Kali Linux, this is Kali Linux. You see Kali Linux, my friends, this is a software, an operation system that you can download from the internet for free. All the hackers and the ethical hackers are using this platform in order to launch attacks. You see that I have here many tools installed. All the tools that you see here, they already come pre-installed in Kali Linux. So for example, I have tools for wireless attacks. If I want to hack a wireless network and discover the password of this Wi-Fi network, I will use tools such as Fern or Reaver. All of those tools, they help me to hack into a wireless network. We have here tools for hacking websites, web applications, very interesting. For example, this tool, Skipfish, an SQL map we're using to break into many websites, because many websites are vulnerable to what we call SQL injection, but we'll talk about it in the course. We have here also tools to capture information from the network. Okay, we call it to sniff information from the network. So we have here many sniffers. And what I'm going to show you today, I'm going to show you a tool that is called Metasploit. So Metasploit is actually a tool that stores exploits. Exploits are malicious codes that we launch against a victim to penetrate the operation system and get full access to our victim machine. Metasploit, I execute Metasploit by typing MSF console. It takes a minute to execute because this is a very heavy program. Metasploit, we have there more than 2,000 exploits for different operation systems. We are going to use an exploit called Eternal Blue. Eternal Blue, it's an exploit that was um, uh, published in 2017, and all Windows 7 and Windows 8 operation systems that are vulnerable to this exploit. So as you can see here, we have more than 2,100 exploits. I'm going to use the Eternal Blue, so I'm going to search for it. I will search for Eternal. And as you can see here, the Eternal Blue is the first exploit, has the ID of 0. So I will type use because I want to use this exploit, and I will type 0. Now you see that the prompt changes and I am within the configuration of the exploit. So I will type show options. I need to configure here parameters, many parameters. In order to launch the exploit, I need to configure, for example, the rhost parameter. Rhost stands for remote hosts. That is the IP address of my target. It says here also in the description, the target host. So you see that now it's empty. So I will need to configure the IP address of the Windows 7. So I will type set rhosts and the IP address of the Windows 7. This is the IP address of the Windows 7. I can type again, show options, and you see now the IP address is populated here in the parameter of rhosts. So that's it. All the required parameters are configured. So the only thing that I need to do is to run the exploit, to run the attack. I will type exploit. Now the attack is being launched. We'll wait a second until it finishes. Now don't worry if I'm going too fast. It's just a demo. In the course, I will explain, and we're going to practice every step of this attack and other attacks. Okay, this is just a demo. So you see that I have a session opened between the IP address of Kali Linux and the IP address of Windows 7, and we have access to the Windows 7. So let's go 1 second to the Windows 7. And let's assume that we are the user in front of the Windows 7 and the user is typing something in his computer. For example, he's typing, "This is very top secret document," right? So if we go to the attacking machine, the Kali Linux, if I type, for example, screenshot, it tells me that a screenshot of the Windows 7 was saved in Kali Linux. Okay, so it was saved under this file, this name of file. So what I do is I open documents. I go to my folder. You see, this is the name, this is the file. Right? So this is a proof that we actually have full access to the Windows 7 because we were able to grab a screenshot without even the user in the Windows 7 knowing that something wrong is with his computer and that the hacker is in his computer. Let me show you another cool command that we can execute. For example, the screen share command. The screen share command shows me in real time the desktop of the Windows 7, and let me prove it to you. You see, if I go to the Windows 7 and I type, I hope no one watching. We go to Kali. Let's give it a moment. You see, we can see in real time what's going on in the Windows 7. So this was just a short demonstration of what we are going to learn in the course. We're going to learn how we detect vulnerabilities in different operation systems and also how we exploit the vulnerability, meaning how we launch an attack and take control over different operation systems such as Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, and also different versions of Linux and Unix, and also how we take control over routers and switches. I'm sure that you're going to find the courses very interesting, and not just interesting, they will give you tools to get into this industry as soon as possible. Angelina?
Excellent. So any questions so far? Or in general? Thanks, Juan.
Sorry, I have more question.
Of course, of course.
What are the minimum requirement, technical requirement of our PC to follow the course? For example, RAM, storage, to run all this virtual machine.
Okay, so that's a great question. You don't need a computer with strong hardware because we are going to prepare for you the virtual machines. You will only have to access virtual machines that we're going to prepare for you. But if you want all of this environment to be installed on your computer, this is no problem. I will help each student to install this environment on his computer. You just need to make sure that you have a computer with 16 gigabytes of RAM. But again, this is not a mandatory requirement for this course because we're going to prepare for you an entire lab in our network. But if you want to have it in your computer, just make sure that you have 16 gigabytes of RAM at least.
Exactly. Thank you. More questions, Antonino?
Actually, I have.
Yeah, no problem.
Just a curiosity about if one can share some thoughts about this CrowdStrike attack that had been placed a few days ago. in a worldwide environment. Do you think it was been a real accident, or it's been a pilot, or from up?
That's very interesting what you are asking. I have a friend, one of my closest friends that was with me in the military in Israel. He works in CrowdStrike, and he actually came to visit me a couple of days ago. He came from Israel. So I asked him about it. He said that was a totally accident, an internal accident of the company itself that causes this incident. But we are going to analyze in the course different incidents, and we are going to break them down, and we are going to learn them, and we are going to get conclusions from each one of them. We are going to learn from real attacks and real incidents, and this is how we're going to understand also how we need to secure our network. So that's what's a really interesting question what you ask. Yes, absolutely.
More questions or from somebody else? More, right, Antonino?
No, I want to say just thank you. that
Ah,
at the moment, will
at the
come for
moment,
sure.
yes. No problem. Anybody else? I think Simona, you had one question.
Yes, I think that Juan kind of answered it,
I
but
know,
yes,
exactly.
but
We can
this is
reinforce it.
yes, this is a really frequent question that the interested participants are asking me as a salesperson. So their question is practically, after how long after completing the academy, maybe taking the exam, getting the certificate, are they really prepared to join a position in this field?
Let me answer it. I teach courses, cyber courses all over the world. I teach for Europe, Israel, Arab countries. I'm all over the place. What is important to understand is that some companies, they will hire you even while you are in the course, because there is such a high demand that companies, they want to put their hands on student learning cybersecurity, so he will start working for them. That's why we recommend you that when you start the course, modify your LinkedIn profile and mention that you are getting this course, and start to be active in LinkedIn. For example, add yourself to cybersecurity groups, start being active. There is an app called Meetups. Meetups is an app that you can see people in your geographical region where you live. They meet and talk about cybersecurity. So go to these meetings, be active, and then you will find work. And some of my students, while they are in those courses, they find a job even before finishing the course. Okay, but you'll need to be active. Okay, active in LinkedIn. You need to change your profile to mention that you are getting and learning this program. The idea is, again, it's that as soon as you finish the course, immediately you are prepared to go to an interview and get the job. This is the main idea of an objective of this course, to be prepared as soon as possible to enter this industry.
Any other questions?
Yes, I wanted to share something about this topic about the jobs, because I was calling these days typical job agency, Randstad, Manpower, Adecco. It is all in Europe. And I was asking, I'm making course, still I say I start, but what are the future jobs? What do you think about cybersecurity? And none of them could answer me, because didn't have, I don't know, they didn't have the experience, or one said to me, maybe you're not looking the right place. It's just LinkedIn that is for looking jobs, or you need to look for somewhere else?
LinkedIn is one of the platforms that you can search for a job, but it's not the only one. For example, in Europe, they're using a website called dice.com. Dice.com is very popular among security consultants, dice.com, and there you can find job not only Europe, all over the world. Okay, so LinkedIn is a good platform, but it's not the only one by far. There are many.
That's a practical tip, which all of us are keen to know. Very good. Any other questions? If not, if you don't mind, Juan, if you don't mind just clicking on the next slides, I'll summarize it once for all, just to remind everybody that the two contents that Juan explained, the foundation and the academy. The foundation starts 26th of August. We're going for €300 a price. That's the discounted offer. 35 classes, exactly what Juan said. If you don't have a computer, we'll provide you the environment. 16 ROMs, something similar, it's needed. Pardon my knowledge in IT, but however, you're taken care of. You don't have to worry about anything. The foundation itself starts a bit later. Obviously, this one precedes the other one. You don't have to take them both, but if you want, as a bundle package, it's €2,600, and it lasts, of course, a bit longer. It's around 6 to 7 months. With the proper certification and everything what was already mentioned beforehand. So that's from my side. Any other points to be added or any other topics? We have five more minutes to the end.
The 6-7 months, they are included within foundation, or just will be the academy 6-7 months?
The foundation, it's 3 weeks, and the academy, it's the longer period, so it's not included in that. So maybe in total it's 8 months.
Perfect, thank you.
Anything else from somebody? Milena, do you want to supplement me?
Yes, I just wanted to say to everyone that this is a really great discount. Despite the price of the final price of the foundation is €300, but basically it's €500, but we decided to extend that special discount. So I think that's quite a good price. And that special offer, I don't know, have you already mentioned that the price of the academy is €3,000, but now with this discount and special price, you can get both foundation and the academy for €2,600, which I really think is great. That is just I wanted to mention again.
Any questions regarding both the colleagues from SEMO, so Simona and Milena, are at your disposal, and you can find their contact details on the website, on SEMO's website. So that should be it in general. So I would like to thank everybody for participating, and thank you for being active. Thank you for being with us with the 3 webinars. I believe we are more or less coming with the webinars to the end. So good to have you with us on this journey. We wish you a wonderful rest of the day or evening in Macedonia. Juan, lovely to have been somehow do these webinars with you. You explain it very well, very to the point and patient, which exactly what instructor has to have. So a pleasure. Everybody have a great day. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Take care.
Bye.